Electrocardiograms are graphical recordings that show the electrical depolarization and repolarization of the heart as those electrical signals spread through the entire body. Electrocardiograms are useful diagnostic tools because they can help cardiologists find abnormalities in heart function. Typical healthy electrocardiograms, or ECGs, have three waves or three deflections. The first is the P wave, which represents the depolarization of the atria, which is caused by the sinoatrial node. The second wave or deflection is the QRS complex, which represents the depolarization of the ventricles, which is caused by the atrioventricular node and its associated structures. The final wave is the T wave, which represents the repolarization of the ventricles. Any changes in electrocardiogram patterns can give us an indication of what is happening with the electrical and therefore by extension the pumping or mechanical actions of the heart. Figure 1923 shows a typical electrocardiogram with the P wave, the QRS complex, and the T wave. After the P wave, which represents atrial depolarization, but before or prior to the QRS complex, the atria would contract. So although we do not see atrial contraction on the electrocardiogram, that is, the electrocardiogram appears flat between the P wave and the QRS complex, because the electrocardiogram is only a recording of the electrical activity. It doesn't record the contraction of the cardiac muscle. So after the QRS complex, which represents ventricular depolarization, but before the T wave, we would see the ventricles contract.